Oh, we live. I am recording. I got it all on. What's up, rebels? Lunchtime live. How do you like the new set? I think it looks snazzy. Verse of the day, sponsored by Bible.com. YouVersion, my favorite Bible app. Even though your website's convoluted, the app rules, and the Apple TV app is unbelievable. Verse of the day today is John 5:24 from the ESV. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. He does not come into judgment, but has passed from death to life. Woo, who needs that? I got to tell you, we just interviewed, producer K, who did we interview? We interviewed anxiety.
Oh, Allie Worthington.
Allie Worthington. Talking about anxiety. I was doing raps for it yesterday. Allie Worthington talking about anxiety. Think about that. We don't come into judgment. There's no more judgment.
Nope.
We believe in Jesus Christ. No more judgment. We pass from death into life. That's amazing. Lord Jesus, thank you for all the rebels out there in the struggle to be better spouses, better moms, better dads, better husbands, better wives. Give us the strength. Lord, give us the strength to be gracious and loving in all situations, to do what's right, no matter what. In your precious name, amen. What's happening, rebels? I'm having a good day. Producer K, we're doing some Q&A.
Woo.
That rhymed too much. I am not going to say that ever again. Woo, what do you got for me?
All right. So we have Niki from Hawaii.
What's up, Niki? I know you. We friends. I know you. I know your family. Hello.
She has an 11-year-old.
Eli. Am I throwing him under the bus?
Might be.
That's all right. I love you, Eli.
He gets bad grades and, quote, does not care.
The getting bad grades doesn't care. Yes. Totally. Well, I love you. Love your family. We have been there with you a million times. Well, not a million times. Not nearly enough times, but some good times for sure. I'll tell you what. I'll pull my notes up here. Lincoln Cash and I didn't have this situation, but there are things that all kids don't care about. Whether it's making your bed, cleaning your room, brushing your teeth, doing your hair, taking baths. My goodness, that's funny. I wasn't expecting the stinky kid call from parents. Like, my kid doesn't want to take a bath. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. Gross. I don't understand that. But that's a regular one. Older school parenting is punish the negative, punish the negative, punish the negative. Man, I don't know about you. That doesn't work with me. If Laura just beats me up all day long, I just kind of ignore it. And if all you're doing is yelling at your kids, and Niki, I don't think you're doing this. Here's what I'm saying. Find out what Eli's currency is. Find out what your child's currency is. With Lincoln and I, his currency is video game screen time. That's his currency. He loves video games. And guess who's got two thumbs, loves video games? This guy, his daddy. I understand that. So I want Lincoln to get up in the morning. He wakes up early. I want him to make his bed and open his shades and turn off the sound machine and brush his teeth and get ready for school, all those things. And he wasn't doing it. And I just didn't want to fight with him over it. And I thought, you know what? I don't care about video games. I do care about discipline and getting things done. And so I made him a deal. You get 20 minutes of whatever you want on the video game in the morning if you get those things done first. Well, that's what he loves. Totally loves it. He's super into it. Now, should there be consequences for not doing it? Yes. And I'm going to go to another one on this. I have a friend and started off his parenting career as a very, very angry dad. I understand this. I relate. I tend towards the frustration. Very, very, very angry dad. Well, he has a young teen son whose knee-jerk response to any sort of correction or coaching is, I'm sorry. He says, I'm sorry all the time. And that is a self-defeating statement. I'm sorry says, I've done something wrong. I'm a bad person. Please forgive me. Those types of things. It's just it's a self-defeating statement. And it was breaking my buddy's heart. And so he was trying to figure out, what do I do to combat this? How do I turn this around? And I was telling him about Lincoln and the video games and making his bed and stuff in the morning. And he's like, ooh, my kid loves video games. And I was like, awesome. Well, how are you going to do this? And so we're both in a learning process, and we were talking about this learning mindset, and he goes, I got it. And so he trades his son anytime he's getting coached or he's done something that he feels like he shouldn't have done, whatever it is, and his knee jerk is to go, I'm sorry. If instead he says, I'm learning, he gets 5 minutes of video game time. Now, I was like, this is awesome. This is so great. This is so cool. I'm super stoked. Here's what I also know. It's ingrained. That is a knee-jerk reaction. It's just, I'm sorry all the time. Now you've created this amazing reward system, but it's still knee-jerk. It's still knee-jerk. He's never going to do it first time out, right, Kay? I mean, it's just never going to happen. So I was like, how about this? How about you go overboard? And I'm going to get flack from some parents on this. I don't even care. By the way, if you have a legitimate conversation point you'd like to have, okay. Otherwise, don't write me. So this is what I told him. We worked this out. It took a while, by the way. This isn't like, beep, at the top of my head. Because it started and his son would go, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm learning. And then it's like, I blew it again. I blew it again. And I was like, ooh, this is defeating itself. So now if his son goes, I'm sorry. And then he goes, and he catches himself. So this is what he has to say. He goes, I'm not sorry. I'm learning and I love it. He gets 2.5 minutes of video game time. And it's been, I think it's been 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, almost has completely erased I'm sorry from his vocabulary. Not in a bad way, obviously, but they're shifting it. And here's the truth. Find out what that currency is, because you've got to look at the grand scheme of things, right? Like for me with Lincoln, the video games aren't the problem. They're just not. He loves it. I love it. I get it. Discipline, organization, doing what's right, responsibility, taking care of yourself. All those things are great. And that is a great trade-off for a video game. And there's so many parents that are going to be like, but he should do that because it's the right thing to do. Yeah, he should, but he's not. So what? Who cares? Right. Why do you care? Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. This is why, by the way, anybody that's saying that, this is why you have marriage troubles too. It is. It's why you have marriage troubles, because what you're doing is, it's not just what I want. You also have to do it the way I want it done as well. Like, it's not just that you load the dishwasher, but you must load it the way I want you to load it. It's not that you do the windows, but you have to clean them the way I want you. Go away. Get over yourself. That's what I say. Get over yourself. Reward the positive more. Reward the positive more. And this is what my dad talks about, of childish immaturity versus willful defiance. Childish immaturity. Hey, you're getting gangly and crazy. You're going to spill the milk. Settle down. And the kid gets wild and the milk gets spilled. That is not willful defiance. That is a childhood immature mistake. Is it frustrating? Sure. Did you talk about it 5 times? Absolutely. Is it willful defiance? No. It's just frustrating. Can there be a consequence to that? I don't know. If he helps you clean it up, sure. Willful defiance is, I don't like this. Pitch it across the room. Willful defiance. Punish willful defiance. Childhood immaturity, don't. So, reward the good. That's good stuff. What else you got?
That was a great distinction.
You like that?
I did.
Who's on? Amy Ritchie, Josh, what's happening? Sherry, what's up? Sarah, how are you doing?
All right.
How do you like the set? Check it out. Custom artwork over here by Sid Stankovitz. New sign. Little things happening. The walls from Marshall Partlow. All right, hit me. You got a heart out soon. Oh, you got a heart out now.
I do.
Okay, so you're going to get out, and I'm going to answer this question.
Okay. The Shonuff Master.
Oh, yeah, Shonuff. Okay, I got to know, is that from the 80s Kung Fu movie, The Last Dragon? Is that Shonuff? You have to just tell me what that one is. Anyway, hit me.
All right. He asked.
Oh, I know this one. This is good. Yeah.
How not to hate some of my kids. Mm-hmm. How to find ways to enjoy time with certain kids of mine. And very vulnerable. He says, it terrifies me to send this. Because it is a harsh reality. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, thank you. I get it.
I get the terrified to send this. So first, before I begin, thank you. I love the rebel tribe, the rebel gang, the rebel whatever, the rebel rebellion, the revolution. I love that you'll be vulnerable with me. I do. I love it. I love that you'll share this. And here's what I want you to know first and foremost. You are not alone. This is a regular conversation, a regular thought of parents. I get these calls regularly. I had a mom call me and she felt so guilty. She's like, I hate my son so much right now. He's such, and she said words that I'm not supposed to say on Facebook Live or anywhere. And I got it. I get it. Like, man, I get it. And so I'm not sure if you're talking about an older or a younger child. And so I'm just going to answer on both because here's the truth. It doesn't matter. And again, I'm not saying that you're saying this, but the reason why I'm going to say younger and older is sometimes these frustrations can happen when you have a child with a special need. And I'm just going to come out right, and I'm not saying that you have this, and I don't think that you do. I just do want to open that door because no one's going to say it. No one's going to say you get frustrated as a parent when you have a special needs kid, but you do. Parenting is frustrating in general, right? Parenting is tough. Parenting is so guilt and shame inducing. Parenting is the only job you don't know how good of a job you're doing until it's far too late. And oftentimes we feel like we're doing a terrible job and we think we're blowing it. I mean, so much guilt and shame inducing. I just want you to know it's normal. It's normal. If you think it's normal for a parent with just a regular kid, a special need kid, it's going to be a million times more normal. It's going to be a million times more frustrating, especially because of the finality of the situation as well. And so I'm going to turn off Producer K's mic real quick. I just want you to know that's understandable. Like, I get it. I know you feel guilty. I know it terrifies you to send it. It's so normal. It is. So let's talk about younger kids first, because this could go into certain types of special needs. If you're on the autism spectrum, if you're on the Down syndrome spectrum, something along those lines. Sometimes, depending on where you are in a spectrum, a younger child situation will apply. When you can, and as much as you can, first and foremost, younger or older kids, take care of yourself. If you're not getting sleep, if you're not eating, if those two basics, if you're not hydrated and you're not eating and sleeping properly, everything else is going to be harder. Every single thing else is going to be harder. Every situation will be more volatile if you're not properly hydrated, if you haven't had the sleep, and if you are hangry, right? That's what's happening. So one, definitely take care of yourself. Secondly, take breaks when you can. If you got to get away, take a break. Tag team with your spouse. Tag team with a trusted friend. Set up play dates where you watch some kids and then someone watches yours, so you can get some space away. And this is something that a lot of parents are struggling with these days, is setting boundaries because you need alone time. Your child needs to learn how to figure out how to take care of themselves for a short period of time, and you need alone time. And so you've got to learn how to set boundaries where you can set a timer. My mom had to do this with me. Now, I am adopted, so I struggle with abandonment and affection. That's just how it is. I was ADHD and bouncing off the walls. So I was a tough kid to raise at times. And my mom would set a timer. 15 minutes. Mommy has alone time for 15 minutes. And she sets the timer, and when this bell rings, you can come and get mommy. Until then, And again, this is where you've got to reward the positive, figure out the consequence on negative. If you can wait 15 minutes without knocking on this door, without bugging mommy, without bugging daddy, etc., then you also get blah, blah, blah. Reward the positive, reward the positive, reward the positive, because just the punishing the negative alone isn't working. It's just not. And then with younger kids too, I heard Jordan Peterson talk about this, and I'm thinking about having him on the broadcast. He is a dyed-in-the-wool atheist, but he has got a really amazing parenting book, and he's got some great theories on parenting. I notice so many parents let their young kids stay up really late. And what are you doing? Put your kids to bed. Put them to bed early. It's good for them, one. And two, you get alone time with your spouse. That's what you want. So put your kids to bed. Figure that out. Summertime when daylight savings, man, I wish we were like Arizona. When it's lighter later, get blackout curtains. Figure it out. Stay up later. Let them stay up a little bit later, maybe. But put your kids to bed, man. You need a break. You need some alone time. All right, older kids. Again, this is normal. Normal. Once again, with older kids, take a break when you have to. Take a break when you have to. I'm going to close with the last one because the last one's literally the most important one. Let me do one with the little kids too. Try to find common ground because I'm going to do this with the bigger kids as well. Find common ground. Laura has been lately doing more arts and crafts. Like we are straight up Hobby Lobby addicts. And Mardel's and the Teacher Supply Company and the dollar store paints and dollar store chalk and dollar store crafts. They break all the time. Who cares? It's dollar store stuff. She's found so many projects to do with the kids because it fills time and it fills their time. I'm going to put you on this paint project. Mommy's going to go take a break. When the timer is over, then you can come back. Older kids, finding common ground. I had a Bible study with a guy and he was trying to figure out a way to reach his son. His son was into World of Warcraft. It was a multi-million online player game. He wasn't into the video games, but he got into it purposely to reach his son and did. Was it perfect? Nope. It wasn't perfect. Find that common ground. Figure out whatever the thing it is, whether it's a movie. And here's the thing too. Sometimes we've got to be parents. So like the disrespectful talk just doesn't happen. Like that's it. We can't do it to them. They can't do it to us. We can't yell. They can't yell. We can't be disrespectful. They can't be disrespectful, right? That's an older kid thing. And just to be honest about it, like, hey, I'm not down with this. I wouldn't let my boss talk to me this way. I wouldn't let your mom talk to me this way. I wouldn't let your dad talk to me this way. I'm not letting you talk to me this way. I wouldn't let a stranger in the street talk to me this way, right? Parenting thing. Just watch the tone. Watch the tone. Matter of fact is your friend. They've won. They just have. They've won. Try to find that common ground. And then I'm going to tell you, pray. Pray. Never stop praying. Pray. For real, pray. Pray all day. Write down prayers. Every time you get frustrated, write it down. Go to the Lord. Pray. Don't pray at them. Don't pray in front of them. Lord, help me with my bratty kid who's so ungrateful. Not that. For real. On your face. I don't have what it takes. Pray. Because in the end, Jesus saves, we don't. Do you understand? Jesus saves, we don't. I'm looking at getting that written somewhere. Jesus saves, we don't. It doesn't mean you don't have a responsibility to talk about the Lord. It doesn't mean you don't have a responsibility to share your faith with your children. And Jesus saves. Jesus saves. Go back to him in prayer. Prayer. When the Lord gets a hold of the heart of a kid, miracles happen. It is not cliche. That is not a patent answer. That is not Christianese. That's from the bottom of my heart. The thing that matters truly most to me is pray. Man, I love you guys. What do you got? Sherry Ober. I'm a former teacher. I believe strongly in finding the currency. I called it carrots. Yep, carrots and the stick. What will the child work for? I used to get the kids that were struggling in the classroom. Oh yeah. When they first came into my class, they had no privileges. It would take about 10 minutes and they'd start asking for their carrots. Often it was food or recess. That's exactly right. Yeah. What is that currency? Hey, I'd really like to go outside. I'd really like to play a video game. Like we're reading Smart Money, Smart Kids by Rachel Cruz, the superstar daughter of Dave Ramsey. And Lincoln doesn't really care about money. He does care about video games. That's his currency. He's learning Smart Money, Smart Kids. We're using video game screen time as his currency. Sherry, I love it. Victoria, yes, it means Jesus is the perfect answer to every situation. You got it. That is exactly right. Oh, computer is turned down. Back on. It's 20 minutes. Lunchtime Live. I love you guys. Have a great, great week. I'm going to post this in the podcast. It'll be on YouTube shortly. Share the podcast. Hey, if you haven't signed up for the upgrade, do it. Text it. Where is it? Oh, it's up here. Text the word upgrade to 345. I've been texting most people that do sign up from my Google Voice account, and it's so much fun getting to know you guys. I love you. God bless. I'll see you soon.